Hello and welcome back to the channel Held Dominance. Anthony here. Please remember to like and subscribe, and also click that notification bell if you're enjoying what you're seeing and if you want to continue seeing more. Coming up in this episode, a Rugby League World Cup preview episode with focus on Australia, Greece, and an indie rock band from Leeds. We start the episode by looking at the Greek Rugby League side, as they have taken the unprecedented step, both the players and the staff of the Greek National Rugby League team, by revealing they will not intend to receive any money from this World Cup campaign. The Greek players, who are making their first appearance at the tournament, face France in Doncaster on Tuesday. Greece will participate in the tournament in Group A after qualifying in November 2019 when they beat Serbia 82 points to 6 in the European qualifiers. Most of the players in the Greek squad are part-time and have taken leave without pay to play in the World Cup. Yet rather than collecting their weekly stipend from the tournament organisers, they have all decided to put their tournament allowance back into the Greek Rugby League Federation's coffers. In a statement from coach Steve Georgialis, all the players have decided to forego their money to help the Federation. It's actually costing a lot of the guys to play, but they understand what we're trying to achieve here. Even the professional guys like Lachlan Ilias and Peter Mamazoulis, you'd think they would get paid, but they said no. We get what you're trying to build. Most of the 24 from Australia, from the Greek team that Georgialis has named, come from the Australian Rugby League. That includes 5 NRL players, some of players from the Australian Junior League, as well as some of the players from the 8 domestic players from the Greek League. The idea is that the money saved from the Rugby League World Cup will be invested in developing much more skilled rugby league players, such as Stefanos Bastas, who is one of the 8 players in the Georgias team from the Greek national team and league. And he said, for us, it's not about earning money, it's about the experience and being together as a group. It's about playing for your family, your country. Everyone said we don't want to earn anything. The 28-year-old has played every different places than Greece for his rugby league career. He was with Hemel Hempstead in 2018, Doncaster in 2019, Ville Gelia Hench Aragon in 2019-20 in France, Saint-Gaudens Bears in 2021, as well as Coventry Bears in 2021. He's also played 12 times for Greece during his career since 2014. So yes, Greece will be looking to find players like him and develop players like him, and possibly better, maybe with the standard that the NRL players bring to the actual squad, which the younger players in the Greek squad will be looking to achieve. Never know, there could be some exciting moves if they stand up and show their qualities during this tournament. For Greece, it is all about building something after the sport itself was banned in France since 2003, as well as other political entities stopping games and forcing games to be played at midnight so that they could play the sport that they had excited to play. The men's and women's team weren't allowed to play rugby league at an international level until they gained international recognition, which they did earlier this year. We've talked about it in previous episodes. It has gone so well for them that they've played home and away internationals for the women's side in the last couple of months, with Greece winning both games against Serbia in Athens and Turkey away in Istanbul. It would be a fairy tale if they went on to reach the quarterfinals. Never know. Their spirit is there, their aims are there. To grow the sport is also there. Good luck to them. They're one of my picks to be a favourite amongst many teams. As second team, shall we say. The Rugby League World Cup will be starting its opening ceremony at 1:15 in regards to showcasing what Rugby League is about to the crowd and to get everyone pumped up for the tournament itself. And one of the acts that are involved in the Rugby League World Cup are the Kaiser Chiefs, as the internationally known band have been given the headline music act for the Rugby League World Cup opening ceremony. Taking place before the tournament's opening game between England and Samoa at St James's Park in Newcastle, the England indie rock band from Leeds will headline what promises to be a festival of rugby league in the North-East. The multi-Brit Award-winning band will perform on the pitch at the home of Newcastle United just before the opening fixture of the tournament kicks off at 2:30. With an amazing back catalogue of 7 albums, including the Brit Award-winning Employment, the Yorkshire Quintet will complete a set of huge sing-along anthems as the biggest, best and most inclusive World Cup gets on the way, according to a Rugby League World Cup statement. If it goes off as I think it would, I predict a riot. Sorry, I know, funny. Throughout the day, there will be various fan experiences taking place in and around Newcastle City Centre to create the ultimate opening day party, including the fan village on the quayside and the unique cultural festival, which gives the fans the chance to see the full story being told via various performances throughout the city centre. Rugby League World Cup 2021 organisers are encouraging ticket holders to be in their seats at least 30 minutes before kick-off, with the events on the pitch starting at 2 p.m, an unveiling of a giant flag set by the military personnel, who will hoping to bring a large replica trophies to create a stunning spectacle as the atmosphere builds. The Kaiser Chiefs will take to the stage and perform whilst the 32 flag barriers representing each nation across all 3 tournaments take to the pitch. Just before kick-off, we'll then see the official tournament welcome event begin, with the 3 World Cup trophies being brought into the stadium by 6 individuals that represent different elements of the sport and tournament values. It's going to be a fun event, but there's also a bit of beware at this time of the year, and also with things going on around the world as Newcastle and St James's Park prepare for this World Cup to begin. As part of all major events, fans attending the Rugby League World Cup matches are being urged to be vigilant by counter-terrorism police. Though no specific threats have been made, counter-terrorism policing North East says supporters should trust their instincts and report anything suspicious towards stewards or the police. Tournament opens with England versus Samoa, and this is what they are setting out as one of the showpieces for the tournament: a big Union Jack. A big St George's flag up one of the stands. Temporary Detective Chief Superintendent Peter Craig said, "We're looking closely with organisers and local police forces to make sure that everything is in place to protect people, whether they have tickets to the game or plan to trip to a nearby pub to soak up the atmosphere. However, there is a role for public to play in reporting anything that they feel isn't right." We need fans to trust their instincts. If you're not sure about something, tell a steward or a police officer and they will do the rest. As I said, most of the time these messages are sent out for every tournament, as you would expect that with the influx of people coming from abroad, or people that's already here, does cause a level of concern to some people. We're an inclusive game, so we have the best welcoming posture of everyone, every sport in the country, in the world to be fair, as everyone is welcome to come and watch our game. We're just in a time where there's a war just on our doorstep. I won't mention it again, so just be safe, hopefully. Just be safe out there. Enjoy yourselves as well. Fans are advised to arrive early and be patient with the extra security measures to help prevent delays to the game and also them entering the stadium. They are advised to immediately report anybody acting suspicious to a steward or the police, not to leave any bags unattended, and never agree to look after someone else's bag, no matter how plausible their story. Listen to staff if there is an incident with emergency plans in place. In the Northeast and Yorkshire, games are going to be held at Newcastle, Leeds, Doncaster, Hull, Sheffield, Middlesbrough, Huddersfield and York. Not to mention the Emirates in London, Old Trafford in Manchester, the University of Bolton Stadium, Leeds Sports Village, and Wigan's DW Stadium. So there is a lot to cover. You can help. That's all I can say. Be safe out there. And finally today, Australia coach Meninga is convinced this year's Rugby League World Cup will be the most competitive ever and kickstart a new, brighter, there's a new era for the international game. The Kangaroos, who are favourites to win the trophy a third consecutive time, start their campaign against the Fijians at Headley on Saturday evening, hours after the hosts England. But having not played in an international test since 2019 due to the COVID-19 pandemic, and with the continued emergence of the Pacific nations, such as Tonga and Samoa, Meninga knows that reaching the semi-final is no longer a foregone conclusion. It's the most competitive tournament that I've been involved with as a player and as a coach. It's got so much great depth to it all, and I think it's only going to get stronger, said Meninga. The powers that be need to see the importance of the international game, and I think they do. I think it's a start of something big, and if everyone wants to jump off the back of this and talk about the international space, I think we can do something special. Meninga has won World Cups as both a player and a coach, and is especially relishing the prospect of playing the Fijians at a sold-out Headingley. I believe the atmosphere will serve to focus the minds of his new look lineup, and features also 7 debutants in that squad. James Tedesco captains the side, shorn of 4 players who featured in the NRL Grand Final earlier this month, with Penrith's Nathan Cleary, Liam Martin and Isaiah Yeo, as well as Parramatta's Regan Campbell-Gillard, who have all been given more time to recuperate before this tournament. Speaking ahead of this first game in Leeds, he said it's a great rugby league ground and Leeds is a great city, added Meninga. I've been there many times on tour, and I know the players will definitely enjoy the experience. The guys playing a really strong competition week in, week out, and nearly all of them playing State of Origin, so I've got no problems with their abilities to handle it all. We talk about expectations, but we don't let it overtake us. We've got a rich history in this game. And we want to rewrite our own stories and do our families and people who support us back home proud. Here's how the bookies look at the World Cup, and they see Australia as the firm favourites for the tournament, as they have the best competition in the world when it comes to the Rugby League. Next comes more the bridesmaid, never the bride of the Rugby League world, New Zealand, as they are, in many bookies' eyes, second favourites for the World Cup, while England's opponents Samoa have a better odds on terms than England. But according to the bookies, Tonga have slipped down the rankings to fifth favourites, where they were third favourites before the tournament began, or was in earnest, as close as a week ago. Those odds were correct as of 2 minutes past 10 on Friday night, as the site that I use is Odds Checker, who are an odds aggregator site to bring you up all the selections, whether it's SBK, William Hill, 888 Sport, Ball Sports, BV, Paddy Power, or even Betfair. So there are a few high street ones that are not included on there, like Ladbrokes, but hey ho, England are in fourth place, which they have been around since the World Cup was announced to be starting again, but Tonga have been higher than Samoa and higher than England in many of the lead up betting markets. Does that reflect the true scope for the Rugby League World Cup? You tell me in the comments. Sneaky England. And that's it for another episode, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe and share this video worldwide, as well as clicking on that notification bell for any updates on new videos that may be coming your way in the near future. Please remember, the comment section is open for business. You guys make the comments and I will respond as soon as I possibly can. Tell me who you think is going to win the Rugby League World Cup in the comments below, or, at bare minimum, who's going to win the two games today. I know one's got quite a toss-up that's going to be starting in an hour and a half from when this video is released, but the one in the evening, I think that's more of a one-way street, I'm afraid. That's my opinion. Australia to beat Fiji, and I'm going to go home field advantage on this one, despite the obvious NRL experience in there. I'm looking at the team as a whole. They're good, they're tough. Have they got enough bonding between them? We know that Sean Wayne will have a philosophy, and he will pick players from that philosophy. So there'll be more of a team vibe with that. I think it's horses for courses, this one. This is all about toughing it out. And the next game will be all about getting the squad together to get stronger as the tournament go on. For England, Samoa, they'll get free. I know that much. But I think England just got it. Anyway, tell me in the comments below what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching yet again. Please remember to share this video worldwide. I'll end the episode as I normally do, by wishing you all the best. Please stay safe, and I hope you enjoy the World Cup. Bye for now.